Media made music, baby.
Yo, what's up? This is Konsept the Genius calling in.
What's good, Concept? How you, baby? Hold on for a second. Let me set you up
I'm
real quick.
good. I'm good.
Hold on. Let me set you up real
Oh
quick,
yeah.
all right? For all my
Okay.
listeners,
Cool.
for all
Cool.
my listeners out there, man, I got the opportunity to sit down, man, with an incredibly gifted artist that goes by the name of Konsept the Genius. And we're going to sit down with Konsept for a little while, baby. He's going to let us know, man, what it take for him to do the things that he's doing, man. So, Konsept, baby, what's good, Cat?
What up? What up? Yeah, man. It's all good, man. Everything's good.
You, no doubt. And shit. So tell everybody, man, where you originally from and how long you been out here doing your thing, yo.
Oh yeah, definitely, most definitely. Well, I was actually born in Cincinnati, but I was actually raised in a city that's called Hanover, that was just outside of Baltimore, Maryland. So that's when yeah. So that's where I spent most of my life there, Maryland.
Oh, okay. So you spent most of your life in Maryland. So when you actually
Yep.
started rapping, I mean, tell us, you know what I'm saying, what got you, what inspired you to want to start rapping? You know what I mean? Was it something or somebody that made you want to say, not only can I do this, but I can do this really well?
Right, definitely. Well, yeah, I started rapping back at the age of 16. And it really first started. One of my friends, actually, he was one of the ones that got me into it. We were just messing around one day. He was actually messing around, just making like these funny raps, like these joke raps. And then he came over to my spot one day, and we actually laid down something a bit more serious. And so after that, we were like, yo, we actually we sound pretty good doing this. So then we decided to give it a try. After that, it was me, my friend, and my stepbrother. Actually, all three of us, we actually wanted to try that out. So yeah, that's where it all started.
Oh, okay. So I think I read something where you started with what was it, Terror? You know what I'm saying? You was called Terror Z or something. You know what I mean? And you cats was putting out
Right,
mixtapes.
right.
Tell us that story.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, man. I always wasn't known as Concept the Genius. When I first started rapping, my rap name was Terror. So that was what it was. At first, I was that guy. I was talking about stuff like in the streets, things of that nature. Honestly, when I first started rapping, I was kind of just mimicking what I was seeing at the time because I was new, and I was just pretty much emulating what I was seeing. I wasn't really living that life. So but that was just where things began for me.
So I mean, obviously it worked out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because back then, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, going by Terror, baby. You can't. Concept, that's you, baby.
that's me. Yeah, man. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there.
Don't sweat it, man. So obviously, man, you cats, whatever you was doing, like, to go back to what you was talking about, you cats was on Terror Squad.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it
Yeah,
worked because you cats was able to put out a couple of mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? From 2005 to 2007. So give us a little insight, man,
right.
on how that came about. You know what I'm saying? And what you actually learned, man, when you
Yeah.
cats was actually putting that work in.
Oh yeah, definitely. So yeah, so when I first started as Terror was just me. That was just me as a solo act. That was my name there. So when I first started putting out those couple mixtapes that you read about, I discovered number one that with my lyrical content, I had to actually like back my lyrical content. At first, I was just making records just to make rhymes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't really like about anything. But I discovered though, once I let people hear it and everything, like they're listening to it and they're like, yeah, man, it sounds good, and they're thinking that I'm doing all this stuff, but I was just saying stuff at that time. I wasn't really backing it up like that. So I mean, that was a wake up call for me that I can't just be saying whatever I want to say on these tracks without it really being true.
No doubt.
So,
No doubt.
at that point, I really took a step back and I had to reevaluate who I was as an artist.
No question. So tell us about the transition. You know what I'm saying? At some point, 2009, you transitioned
Yeah,
from that to Concept, man. Let us know what that brought, what brought that about. You know what I'm saying? Why was that done? Why you chose the name Concept? Give us some insight, baby, on the transition.
sure. So yeah. So the transition, like you said, that happened around 2009. And the big thing that actually pushed that transition was me actually going to college. With me going to college, I started to see different things in the world that I hadn't seen prior. Because I was number one, I was by myself at that time. My freshman year of college, I went to North Carolina and I was living by myself. So that was my first time that I was pretty much on my own, basically, and I had to figure things out for myself. So that opened my eyes a lot there. And number two, living on my own, I got to experience things such as like dealing with people from like different cultures and things like that, and then dealing with girls. Obviously, all that stuff happened. So I really pretty much began to live life, and I started to see things for what they really were. So then pretty much what happened with the name Konsept, I decided to come up with just the name Konsept by itself, not actually Konsept the Genius. That came later. But the name Konsept I came up with because I felt like, for me to make this music as an artist, I need to become an idea, basically, something that I can inspire people to do better within their own lives. So, I said I have to become an idea or a thought or become a concept. So from there, I just decided to call myself Konsept, and I took it from there. Now, the way that the Genius came in was I actually made a song with one of my friends back in Maryland, and so when he heard the final final cut of the track there, he was really impressed with it. And so next time I seen him, I came and seen him, and he was like, "Yo, son, that track that we made together, man, that track was genius, man. That joint is amazing." And he was like, "Yeah, man, Konsept's a genius." And so then when he said that, we liked how that sounded. And so then after that, it just stuck. So that was Konsept the Genius.
Yeah, no question, baby. And let me just say this to you, Konsept. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We over here at Media Made Music, baby. You know what I'm saying? We just getting up and running and all that. And just let you know, man,
mm-hmm.
You are the first interview, man, to Media Made Music. So how better concept can that be than to have Konsept being the first interview for Media Made Music? You know what I'm saying?
You see, man, yeah, man, it's fate, man. It's fate. That's how you know, man. That's how you know it's real.
Yeah, no question, baby. So let's get back to it, baby. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? You've now transitioned over to Konsept. You know what I'm saying? And after actually reading through some of your bio, man, I see that you actually been out there. You know what I'm saying? Have done a couple of things, being from when you started at, with the name Terror, moved over to Konsept. Now you're Konsept the Genius. You dig what I'm saying? And you've had the opportunity, man, to not only kind of indulge in just your own music, but you've had an opportunity to kind of link up with some other cats at one time. You know what I'm saying? Where y'all was doing some funkified stuff going on over there, man. Give us a little insight, man, on how that came about, man, when you was part of that. What was it? What was the VC7? I mean, tell us something, man, how that happened.
VC7. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So yeah, man, there's this band, that was back in Maryland that was called Vending C7, or, VC7 for short. The band was actually, they were friends of a friend, basically. So what it was, one of my friends, mutual friend between me and the band, he brought me to one of the band's practices, and so he told the band members, this is my friend, and he raps, and y'all should probably jam out or whatever. So I jammed with them that one night, and they liked the sound that I had. So after that, we did a show at a Ramshead, I believe, Ramshead Live. That's in Baltimore. We did a show there together, and so at that time I was just featured for that show. But then we did a few more shows after that, and so I kept on being seen with them. So then they just eventually asked me to join the band, and so I was with them. And so yeah, man, with them though, the band was amazing, man. It was like it's a mix of like funk and rock and reggae, plus my hip hop element added into it. So it was a lot of fun, man. We got booked at a bunch of crazy gigs just because of our sound. We did like farm festivals and all sorts of stuff, like backyard parties too. Like it was cool, man. It was a really good time.
Yeah, no doubt.
So
yeah, and so then you moved up. You know what I'm saying? Now you're doing your thing. Let's get to the project, man. The project that you're actually working on now, man. Yeah. Give us a little insight on how that project came about, man, and some of the tracks and the people that are involved in the project, man, that you're doing right now.
Right. So the current project that I'm working on now is called Nerdicon. The project is actually finished. We just got to put some little finishing touches on it, but it's finished for the most part, though. So the basis behind the whole project, like the whole idea behind the inspiration, It was from the show that I watched. It's called Adventure Time with Finn and Jake. And so this episode, there's this episode that's called The Real You. And so it's what it is about basically. There's this kid in there, and he gets invited to like the science expo by this girl that he likes or whatever. But the thing is, he's not really that smart, but he wants to find a way to, kind of trick the girl almost into making her think that he's really smart. So then what he does is he goes into the city and he finds this like traveling salesman guy, and he sells him these glasses that are called the glasses of Nerdicon. And so with the glasses, when you put the glasses on, they basically turn you into a genius, So he wears the glasses, and then he goes to the science expo, but he ends up actually doing some damage, harm the good, and he actually puts some people's lives at risk. And so the only way that he's able to stop everything is if he takes off his glasses and he goes back to being his regular self. So the basis behind the tape was with me, basically, was me trying to, go through the phases pretty much that we all go through when we try to figure out who we really are and everything. Because, sometimes we do things that we think we want other people to I guess, see us as when it's not really true.
Right.
So the tape is just me pretty much, showing all the different sides of me and all the different places I've been, basically, so really who I am.
Mm-hmm. Sounded like some real Nutty Professor type shit going on over there, Konsept.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. I'm not your average, I'm not your average artist, man. There's levels to me, man.
Yeah, no doubt, baby. So tell us, man, what else have you, what I'm saying? You came out with a track, man, that I think is called Paper Race. You know what I mean? What was that all about?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tell us a little bit of what brought that into play, man, and, and how you think that the public is going to actually receive that track, man, that you put out, baby.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure. So, yeah. So the song Paper Race, it's actually me and another artist that I actually go back with. His name is Konsept the Genius. Me and him, actually, we met back in Maryland, and we kind of went our separate ways now. But, I mean, he's like a longtime friend, So, I mean, this track, Paper Race, I made this track because, this is something that, again, everybody is, going through. We're all racing to get paper every day because money pretty much drives the society, drives the world. So the thing is, though, we all get caught up in that paper race sometimes, and we forget to actually enjoy, the real good things in life, like the beautiful things in life. So this song is to just pretty much remind people of that. Now, the song, of course, is going to make you feel a certain type of way because I guess, by the way that I rhyme in it and the actual the main subject matter of it, it just makes you think about things on another level. So, when the fans hear it, I think they're going to love it. They're going to love the flow. They're going to love the idea and everything else about it. So,
yeah, no question. So for my listeners out there, man, y'all keep it locked in right here on Media Made Music, baby. Those tracks that Konsept is actually talking about, we got those for you. On hand, locked in. We get ready to bang those after this interview is over. But we're going to keep it moving for a second or two, man, Konsept. Let us know, man, where we can actually visually see what you're doing out there. You know what I'm saying? You got any visuals out there? You got any videos or some opticals, things that we can see, man? Tell us a little bit about that, man, if you got some videos in the play.
Oh yeah, definitely. So I don't have an actual video of me that's actually, I guess, like a music video or whatever. But if you do actually go on to my my Reverb Nation page, I actually have a video. It's me and Poetic Genius actually doing the music, but it's actually one of my other friends who's an artist, and it's kind of like a time lapse video, and it's him actually painting this really dope ass image. But yeah, if you go to my Reverb Nation page, reverbnation.com/conceptsmusic, and you look for the video titled Yeezy Cerebrus, click that video, listen to the song, and watch the video. It's so dope.
Yeah. So here's a question, man. It's a serious question for you, man. What's some of the challenges up to this point since you've been in the game? You know what I'm saying? That you feel like, you know what I mean, you have to overcome in your journey to your success, man. Give us a little insight, man, on the business end or the rap end or whatever you feel that may have been a challenge, man, up to this point, and how you plan to conquer that challenge.
Oh, yeah. Well, the biggest challenge I feel like with me personally is just getting people to notice you because, as an independent artist, there's so many of us these days. Is you can ask like 10 people if they do music, and you'll probably get back about 7 or 8 yeses. So it's kind of hard for you to stand out when everybody else is doing the same thing as you. So that's the main challenge, I feel like, is really getting people to really buy into what you're selling to them. Because, I mean, you can walk up to somebody and, tell them, like, yeah, man, I make music. And they're going to be like, okay, yeah, man, you and everybody else make music, but they're not really going to grasp you. So just getting people to really, take the time out, listen to my song, listen to what I'm trying to get you to hear, that's a real challenge for me as an independent artist.
No question. Here's another question for you, baby. At the end of the day, whether it be 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20, 25 years, you know what I mean? When the smoke clears, what you wanted to be said, man, about the way Konsept put his music in, the way that he changed the world?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. When it's all said and done, my message to the world and just to everybody that wants to listen to my music is to just be yourself. And don't be afraid to be yourself, despite what everybody's telling you. Because there's always going to be somebody that's going to think that what you're doing isn't right, or it could be done a different way or done a better way. But you're the only one that's living your life. So you're the only one that really sees all sides of what's going on there. You can't really believe somebody that's only seeing a part of what's going on. Mm-hmm. So when it's all said and done, when I'm done making music, when I'm done rapping, I just want people to say, like, he did it his way, almost like that Frank Sinatra. You know what I'm saying? I did it my way. So yeah, that's really what I want to do.
No question, baby. For all my listeners out there, man, y'all got the opportunity to hear first right here on Media Made Music. We got my man Konsept the Genius. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Konsept, baby. Before we shake this out, baby, let me say this to you real quick. Like before we go, I want you to shout out and plug everything and everybody, man, that help you get to the place to where you are today.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. Well, first off, a huge shout out to my new people that I'm working with, Wealth Nation. Mm-hmm. They've been, they've been working with me only for, the past month and a half, but they've already done, so much. And so yeah, man, huge shout out to them. Huge shout out to my manager, Robert Terrell. He's definitely been, getting me on track so I can get up there to the next level. Also want to give a huge shout out to my family, of course. Shout out to my mom and my stepdad and my dad and everybody else that's, really been supporting me. They've been putting up money and everything for me, like for promotions and for traveling and things like that. So, they definitely deserve a huge shout out there. And, most importantly, shout out to the fans, man. Shout out to everybody that's been listening to my music since I've been making music back when I was 16 in high school. Just, everybody that's been supporting me, because that's what gets me to these next levels is just the support. I can't sell music to people that ain't listening to my music. so again, the fans, I definitely got to thank the fans for all these years of support. 10 plus years of support, man, and we still moving.
No question.
I love y'all. Thank you.
No doubt, baby. Big shout out to Robert Terrell, the deal maker over there. You know what I'm saying? Over there at Wealth Nation, man. And DJ Jamie, man, we love you, baby. We love what you do. You know what I'm saying? For all my listeners out there, man, y'all keep it locked right here on Media Made Music, baby. We getting ready to bang these tracks. You know what I'm saying? That Konsept the Genius has been putting down, man, and want y'all to vibe to, baby, no doubt. Hey, Konsept, man, let me just say this to you, man. May you always be blessed and do the things that you're doing, man, and may you prosper from everything that you're doing. You heard?
Oh, yeah, man. Thank you. It's all love, man. And again, man, thanks for having me on the show.
No doubt, baby.
I'm the first, man.
The first.
Hey, man.
Hey, Konsept.
You got the exclusive.
Hey, Konsept. Hey, Konsept. What a concept, man. You know what I'm saying? Had to be genius. Had to be. You know what I'm saying? Hey, baby, peace.